Well, just first of all, how's your year here at A&M been so far since you arrived?
It's been great so far. I have no complaints. I mean, it's been really exciting. It's awesome to see like the changes developmentally and also like surrounding myself with such a strong-willed core group of people. Like the culture here has just been a really different change as well, and that's impacted me as an individual a lot. And that's been great to see the changes from that.
What was kind of your journey here? Kind of how that unfolded when you got into the transfer portal, and just kind of why you ended up choosing A&M.
Yeah, I mean, everyone says it, like the people are great, and I feel like any way I could answer that always reflects back to that, always comes back to the people, and just again, like how well rounded every aspect of the program is. It was a really chaotic and hectic experience going into the portal, but it just made so much sense as soon as I started talking to them. Like they're genuine good people, and that shines through off the bat. It's not hard to see that at all, and they're very loving, and I could tell immediately that they would have my back from the start. So
What was your vantage point of their national title run compared to when you committed? Had you already committed as they were going through the end of the tournament, and how were you kind of watching their run there?
yeah, so I actually was on campus while they were playing Nebraska. So I was waiting for them to travel back as they were playing the game, and so I was in the Texas A&M hotel. I could see Kyle Fields from my window, and I was watching the Nebraska game. I was like, "This is so cool!" And they came back that night, and I had my visit the next day, and I ended up committing before they won the national championship. But it was I think maybe a couple days before. But yeah, so I got to kind of be in the midst of all of that and be around them when they were going through that and dealing with all the mental challenges, and everyone was still just so nice and caring and took the time to get to know me.
I know Jamie's talked a little bit about this team kind of turning the page and it's this team's story, but do you feel like because you had a little bit of that experience through recruiting that winning that title was a little bit a part of your story about how you got here?
I mean, it's definitely, it proves a point of like he came here to make a change and he did it. And although I believe in him as a coach, like, and I don't think I would have needed that national championship title to get me to the commitment, it it was again a motivator. It proves that he's effective at what he does, and um, like I said, it didn't need to happen, but it was helpful.
And to that end, why is it important for this team to kind of tell their own story, like he's saying?
Because it's an entirely different group of girls. We're all so capable, and I think it's an amazing legacy that the last group left. But it's just something for us to show, hey, like we aren't those people, but we are just as talented and ready to attack it from a different way than maybe people have seen before. Like we're gonna have different strengths, we're gonna have different weaknesses, and it's volleyball is a game of mistakes, and we're here to like show, hey, like we're ready to make an impact.
You mentioned watching the Nebraska match from the hotel here. Just I was curious if you at all made it over when they had kind of the little welcome back for the team. If you had walked over, came over to be a part of that at all.
I wish I had. I wasn't able to. I don't know. I didn't really totally realize what was going on, and they had so much going on, so I wasn't able to. But I saw it all over social media, and it just warmed my heart to see how much like everyone was so supportive of them.
You got two top 15 matchups to start this season. What does a start like that? How does that really set the tone for the year?
I mean, it's a little bit of pressure, but I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, it really is just another opponent on the other side of the net. It doesn't matter who it is to me, honestly. We're going to play us. They're going to be good. We're going to make sure we're prepared for that. But it's mostly focused on are we ready for whoever and whatever challenge there is? And I think we are.
What are some of the biggest ways you feel like you've grown in your game, and some of the things y'all have really worked on to get you to take another step in your game this off season?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I feel like as a middle blocker, I've always been more heavy on attacking than blocking, and again, my personal gain. But I've really closed the gap on that this off season, and I've gotten much better at being a faster, more efficient blocker in a totally unique way than I'd ever learned before, which has been really, really fun. But as a team, we keep clicking, we keep getting more and more resilient every day and playing so aggressive every day, and the level just continues to skyrocket.
So how do you tangibly go about, improving those blocking skills and some of the things that you really had to do to kind of, reach that?
Yeah, I mean, something that I like as middles, we all focus on a lot is going left or right rather than just, oh, I'm going to watch really carefully to see maybe they could be setting the middle or maybe I'm going to shift that way or that way. It's like, no, like I'm going to sit, I'm going to wait. And when I see the moment that she makes a decision as to where she's setting, I'm moving, and it's so effective. And it's typically like not what you're taught as a middle. In the past, I've been taught to shift to where the middle is going to be, but yeah.
So I kind of want to touch on the middle blocker group as a whole, because obviously last year Gia played in a limited role, but Federer and Morgan, kind of talk to me about the middle blocker group this year and what you guys are focusing on as a unit.
Yeah, I think we have a really slide-heavy unit for blockers this year, which is very unique, and I feel like obviously a totally different pace for the Aggies, and it's gonna be so fun. I personally, and maybe I'm biased, but I'm really excited about the slide. I think it's so fun to watch, and it just really spreads out our offense a lot more, and it's tricky to play against. It's quick, and also again, us generally just being fast and tall, like we're quick blockers. We're good at getting to the ball as well.
And then obviously joining a program like A&M and then being able to kind of open up the 2026 volleyball season, kind of how exciting is that for you guys, knowing that you will be truly kicking off the year?
Oh my gosh, we're so excited. I think we're all a little bit like, whoa, this is happening. It's coming faster than you expect, but I don't think it's really shaken us all that much. Like, we know it's coming, but we're not worried. It's just a chance for us to go have some fun on a bigger stage and, show the world what this group is.
Had you been to Texas much before, and what's something about Texas that you've maybe come to like and enjoy?
Yeah, I've been to Texas maybe once or twice before when I was a lot younger, because I actually have family in some areas of Texas. I'm not exactly sure where. But I mean, I really enjoyed College Station being such a, college town. At first when I came here, there wasn't anybody on campus yet, and so it felt really small, and I'm from a bigger area. I'm from NorCal. And so I was like, whoa, oh my gosh, it's small. And then people came to campus. I was like, it feels ginormous. It really does.